you get used to it.
Yeah.
And it kept me, really kept me linked with Chelsea. Although I wasn't there, like people still had it in.
Your name was coming up when.
Yeah, it was coming up. We scored the most goals for Chelsea, and it would come up like that. But Frank, when he got close to breaking it, when he made me alive again. And people, actually saw a face to the name that they've been reading for 30, 40 years. But no, he's such a nice guy. He's such a great player. You couldn't have a better fella beat it, really.
It's an honour, I suppose, in that sense. Yeah.
And he really is a good guy. A nice guy to meet. What he does and so forth.
But you're always going to be a Chelsea legend, you know that. You always will be that Chelsea legend.
Well, I'll tell you something. It's a pleasure to have played with them. We played. Everybody who plays, says the same thing. We had a great side. We did have a good side in the 60s, a very good side, a young side. We'd all come through, most of us had come through the academy together. And what John was talking about earlier, being played for the team, that's what we've done. And we thoroughly enjoyed it. It was, like a dream come true from all of us. And the only downside was that we never won enough trophies. We just missed out on the trophies, but it didn't stop us enjoying it. And I can honestly say I think the fans enjoyed it more in our day than they do today.
I think so. Because the game has changed a bit, I don't know, obviously the passion's there with the fans, but with the players and stuff, it could be a lot different. It's a lot more money involved. It's a bit more greediness and stuff.
But I think we accepted that we owed a dream, because it was a dream for all of us to play, professional football for a club like Chelsea. And it was the fans who made that dream possible, because without fans back in those days, there would have been no clubs. There was no, millionaires coming in and putting millions into it. It was the fans coming through the crowd. So when they asked me, we owe you so much, I said, you don't owe me a thing, because you gave us a dream life, and I honestly and sincerely believe that. And it's a life that you could only dream. And when it comes through, you're a mad happy about it. Yeah.
What's your best memory in the Chelsea jersey? If there is one. There's obviously so many, but what would be the best memory in that Chelsea jersey?
I think, I'd often say that it's the first goal, because it's the start of, like so many afterwards.
Yeah.
But I think one of the greatest memories I have is when we beat Portsmouth 7-0 to go up. Because at the time we looked like we'd mucked up and thrown it away. And when we went to Sunderland and got the 3 points there, with Tommy Armour's old man, it couldn't have happened to a better guy. Tommy was a real character, and then when we had to beat Portsmouth to finish the job, that day, it was like a dream, really.
Celebrations when I said so.
I don't know where we went or how long we were there. It was a good war. No, it was, because most of us were so young.
Yeah.
And when you've got a bunch of youngsters, because we were all roughly in the same age group. We had, I think, 3 older players playing, and the rest of us, there was about 8 of us that were regularly playing together in the juniors a few years before, and the crowd loved it, and they love us now. They still come up to you, the people who watched the 60s, and we always sort of say we never won enough trophies, and they say no, it was the expectation that was kept us going, because we always looked like we were going to do it soon. But for me, it was too late. They'd done it in '70, and it was but it was an honour to play with them.
And I know your name's chanted, and I know you're as I said, you are a Chelsea legend. I truly believe that. Even with Frank just about nipping that record, you are a Chelsea legend.
Well, if I'm being naughty, I say Frank's got part of the record, but I got the other part, because I still got the league record.
That's what matters.
It's just that it's just nice to have left a footmark in Chelsea's history.
Definitely, it's such a big club today, as you know.
Like it is, and I just feel sorry still for the fans because I don't think they get treated right.
Yeah, I can agree on that one. Yeah,
it's all about money, and the fans' money is probably not as important because they've got television money, like advertising and all those things. But the fans should be looked after, And when you sort of see tickets, like when they advertise the end of the season, the Player of the Year and they put on the ticket, this is not an occasion to look for autographs or pictures. I think how could a club do that to their fans? And charging them something like £200
to attend and all that. No, it is. Well, it has changed. We have to just mention before we go. We got you to Cork, and anyone that I've talked to that remembers that well, it was a huge team for Cork. You came to Cork Celtic. What was it like to come to Cork? 'Cause you've been here.
Well, the fact that I'm still here.
You're still here. We're happy.
A positive, it was the fact that I always tell people, look, if you want to win a few pints in a Chelsea pub, ask them when Bobby Tambling scored a European Cup goal, and they say never, because we never played in the European Cup in our time. But it's obviously recalled. And I said you win a few points if you don't sort of tell them you sort of ask them very quickly. But no, it was brilliant. The lads were brilliant. The atmosphere in the dressing room. We were talking about it there with John. Is the be all and the end of the spirit in the club. And if you've got no atmosphere, if you've got no sort of camaraderie, it's very difficult to get aside to play, for each other.
Of course.
And they did. They had some very good players already there. I've never forgiven Paddy Mulligan. You probably know that story. He told me when we were fixing it up. I said, where are they in the league? He said, second. I said, oh, that's great, And then when I come over to talk to the directors and the manager, and I said, oh, it's great that you're second. And I think they thought I was taking the piss, And I said, we're second from bottom, but we've made some good signings outside of yourself, Second from bottom. Wait till I get my hands on Paddy.
That's a good story.
But it's we're still good friends, Paddy.
That's good to have.
And I enjoyed my time with him. Brilliant. And then when City started up, I always think that Cork always seem to be in trouble when they're doing quite well. It's the time that sort of clubs go out of business, So it's just great to see City doing so well.
It is. Just hopefully our team's not rated too much. There's a couple of players, perhaps going cross town. This happens when the team plays so well. But fingers crossed, we can hold on to that.
Well, when you're doing well, you attract other good players. That's the thing, and the club. The club must be over the moon with the way that the fans have stepped in, helped them out of trouble, and been really successful since that's happened.
We have, thank God.
But this shows you how good fans are.
It's essential, as you said. We appreciate the chat. You're an absolute gent. It's great meeting you.
It's a pleasure meeting you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
True Chelsea legend.
Thanks very much.